Oh, mothers, don't you fear, ain't gonna drop no bomb over here. Won't be a bang, won't be a boom, just a TV set in your living room. Coming in loud, coming in clear, coming like a freight train through your ear. What you gonna do now, what you gonna see when they take your boss bones away? When they take your boss bones away. Teaching us lies, preaching us fear. Oh, my child said the end is near. Now, widows, don't you cry, 'cause all God's children one day gotta die. Well, they one day gotta die. Everybody's chasing American dreams, soaked in blood and kerosene. Hoping on a fire, waiting on a spark, hoping nobody gonna blow them all apart. All I ask and all I crave is alone to walk till the noise of grave. But in the end we'll separate the rags we wear from the rags we wear. Spoon-fed hair and his thoughts been bled. Cry out to God from the devil's bed. Knick-knack.
All right, guys, it looks like we are live and connected. So, of course, like always, let us know if you can hear us and you can see us. Just drop that in the comments there. Make sure I, clicked all the right buttons and you can hear us and see us this time, unlike a couple weeks ago.
Well, it happens, doesn't it? Going
I'm
live.
getting better.
We are getting better, I guess, or so we think so.
Yeah. Mike Moore, it's good to see you on here.
What's up?
Said hello from West Virginia. P. Foster, good to see you also.
All right, so you guys can
Very
hear
cool.
and see us, I suppose.
I assume.
Assume.
Looks and sounds great. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that.
Thanks, man. Okay.
It is going to be a fun night.
Yes.
So, of course, you guys know, you're probably following all of our stuff on social media. We leave out in the morning to head to Daytona Bike Week. And we're pretty excited because this does actually usually. I have a lot of adjectives in my vocabulary
today.
Need
a little bit more.
Some more coffee. I was gonna say that going down to New Orleans for Mardi Gras and then hitting Daytona Bike Week is our kickoff ride every year. But you know that we stayed in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and celebrated Mardi Gras and Fat Tuesday in the carnival season. So we don't leave out until tomorrow.
Yep, that'll kick it off, y'all. So we're going to open it up with this. If you're stumbling on this video and you don't know who the hell you're looking at, I'm TJ Thompson. That's Stephanie Thompson. I'm the Ornery One. She's the Ornery Squaw, and together we are the Ornery One. And all of our content has something to do with traveling on a motorcycle.
Something like that.
That's right. And what we've been doing, this new live feed that we've been working on this year, is walk it, talk it, and ride it. So we're getting to show off everything to do with the bike, including products, the motorcycle itself, and most important, the people. And of course, all the rallies and events that we go to. So that kind of encases what we do. If you don't know, and tonight is really cool because we're always using luggage. We're always packing luggage around. We're always traveling because that's what we do, guys. We ride border to border and coast to coast. Steph and I two up all the time. Everything that we touch, we are rough on. Trust me, I've broke and tore up more than I should.
Yeah.
Which I've done a lot this week. So
you have.
I have.
I gotta say that took me a minute to realize. Yes, you have broken tore and stuff.
Broke a lot of shit this week. So with that being said, you guys know that we're out there running the roads, running hard, fast, and heavy. And everything that we put on our bike, we put it to the test. And if we like it, we use it. And if we don't, we move on. There's a lot of great quality products out there. These are the ones that we run and the ones that we have got familiar with as well.
You can't talk either.
As well as who is producing the product. I'm very big on people before product, and for me, you got to get along with the people. That's just as much as the product is. because at the end of the day, if something goes wrong, and most of the time, if you use something long enough or accidents happen, things happen to these products, and you want these people to stand behind the product. And that's what we've ran into the last few years. As you know, and if you've been following us, you've seen us run a different luggage system and bag. This year's all new for us, and we're going to do something refreshing, and we're really excited. And we are going to be running Nelson Rigg. We've seen them all over the country and met them multiple times, and really dug in this year and learned more about their product and who they are, and absolutely loving it. So we got to doing some discussing and hanging out over the phone and doing the emails, and really got to know that this might be a good year just to do that. And that's what we've got behind us right now, is this traveling tour trunk by traveling tour trunk that will be shoving it all in, of course, on top of it. Usually Traveler. I keep thinking, just look at that tour pack, because we've made so many jokes about the tour pack.
I don't know if you guys can see it very well in the background, but here in a second we're gonna kind of look more closely at it. And
yes. We got it in the mail last week, and I got it out, and tonight we're packing. So I've really got to analyze and look at it. Well, tomorrow will be the first time that we really run with it. Great bag as far as the expansion on the top and what it's made out of. I really looked into the warranty too. We really need these products to hold up while we're on the bike, because sometimes it just doesn't happen. And that really runs your ride when you're out there busting across the country and you got something that breaks and then you got to deal with it. We really don't want that. You know, we want to buy it one time, we want to put it on the bike, and we want to forget about it. So this year is going to be an exciting year, because we're going to get to show this off, which we already know they're just an amazing bag, and they make a lot of great products too. We're going to be running their rain gear as well.
Yeah, I'm excited about that, because already just, and of course we haven't rode in rain yet, so can't say exactly. But
you mean we haven't rode in rain yet?
Not
ever?
yet.
No. Me and you?
Yeah, never ever.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. See,
sorry, I'm referring to the rain gear from Nelson Rigg, and by just getting it out and feeling it, it feels totally different. And it's
I know.
Light.
It is.
It's like I can already kind of tell that I'm gonna. It's good. It's like it's breathable, but I know it's gonna. I mean, I don't know how to explain.
Well, I think I know exactly what we're getting at, because the other rain gear
solid
that we've had,
but pliable, like it's not like you're wearing a tarp over you. I can already tell from just at first.
One of those things that we ran into with rain gear is if it's not pliable and it's more that stiffer, it'll whip in the wind or inside your legs. It'll actually rip apart. I mean, if you've ran them and ran as hard as we have, and honestly, guys, one thing I want to say about rain gear, for me, it's not only rain gear, it's a protection for me. If you haven't done this, you can throw your leathers on and then pull your rain gear over the top of it. It works amazing.
Yeah, it's like an extra layer of insulation.
You bet. We've done it multiple times, and it's so easy to carry on your bike, and in case you run into that moment where you're like, shit, I'm getting really freaking cold and I got another hour, 2 hours to get home, toss those on. And that's one thing Kyle and I talked about, and we'll be bringing Kyle on here in a minute, is about the rain gear, and that's how they designed it, is actually to go over that. So cool. A lot of stuff we're going to be learning this year, and we're going to get to be hanging out and talking about and getting a little bit more familiar with our products as we go. So we're all taking this journey together.
Yeah, and I was going to say a quick hi to all of our Ornery members there in the chat. If you guys can see names that are in the chat there that are highlighted with an emoji off to the side, those are Ornery members. We have 3 different tiers. That just kind of gives you a little bit more in-depth on certain things like our riding schedule and calendar, private Facebook group, just different perks like that, so you can see that off to the side. But I want to say hi, of course, to Shannon and Chad and Brandy, Billy Winders, good to see you on here, Matt Griffin, and of course Chad and Brandy had to give him hell because this was the 2nd week in a row that he got on a Tuesday night live feed, but he quickly said, can't stay long, I got something to do. So Yeah. And then, of course, Lucas. Luke. It's nice to see Luke on here, not Brandy. Well, it's always nice to see Brandy, but it's also nice to see Luke on here.
It is. I mean, you can't beat him up too much because he rides an Indian.
I know.
Come on. Where's it going to come out?
Oh, Brandy is here.
Okay.
I had to scroll down. Brandy is here.
Let's start it right now. Let's go. Man, I got to say, though, Indians have been doing some things. I've been seeing some okay things coming out. It's been a cool year for me. You know, the 120th anniversary of Harley Davidson. Get to go there to picture of Harley Davidson. Get to check that out as well. We got to see Two-Lane Life getting on that video, which we've been hanging out with them a little bit more here and there. They'll be down there in Daytona. I'm going to walk up and really just smack them right in the biscuits. You know what I mean? They need it.
Yeah, slap them on the butt.
Knock that cowboy hat around a little bit. They may be honoring me. I don't know. But... so it's been a lot of fun seeing everybody get geared up because this is really the kickoff of the year when you head down to Daytona for Daytona Bike Week. We're going to be down there for the duration of it. Like Steph said, we'll be leaving tomorrow. We're going to kind of aim toward, I don't know, maybe Macon or somewhere down in there. And then cut on down. We may go into St. Augustine, may not. We're thinking about it.
Yeah.
But...
However, our schedule is on the website. So the first tab there on the website, it says 2023 rides, and underneath that calendar is our schedule for Daytona. If you're looking on the mobile app, forgive me because I have to adjust some things, but you'll see it on there. Anyways, our hangout schedule is there. So just really quickly, Monday, we've got the Flying Piston Breakfast at 9 a.m. there at Destination Daytona. That's a really cool benefit, you guys. Last week we had Ryan from Strider Foundation with All Kids Bike. So All Kids Bike helps all kids learn to ride a bicycle by implementing it into the school. It's a pretty cool program. If you haven't checked it out, or if you missed last week's live feed, go back and watch it.
Because they'll be doing a giveaway bike too that Rusty Wallace built, that Ryan bought. So, and then donated it over, and then all the donations
they're
go
selling
toward,
raffle tickets to raffle it off, and that's going to be happening on Saturday. So, Monday, Flying Piston, and then Custom Dynamics at noon. We're going to be hanging out with them at noon. They're at Destination Daytona.
See, what was there?
Tuesday, we've got KST hanging out with them at noon.
Coolest kids on the block.
And then Chrome Works at 2 p.m., and that's all at Destination Daytona.
Well, and it's a Teddy Morris, is that right? Teddy Morris or
Yes.
something in Destination Daytona. So this is all new.
It is new.
Year, a lot of new stuff.
We'll see how many times I say Bruce Rossmeyer's this week.
Rossmeyer's.
But, and then Wednesday, there's nothing on the calendar, but we do have some stuff coming up on Wednesday, and we're going to be talking about that later in tonight's live feed. Yep. So then Thursday is going to be Willie's Chopper Show, which is going to be, of course, at Willie's Tropical Tattoo in Ormond Beach, and that's at 11. And I didn't put anything like after that because we absolutely love his chopper show, and we're going to be there probably the majority of the day just fucking around and goofing off. And then Friday, we've got Memphis Shades at noon, hanging out with Memphis Shades, and then Mustang Seats at 2 p.m.
Ooh-wee.
And then that leads us up to Saturday being the bike giveaway with Rusty Wallace. So the bike, you guys, we did the Legacy ride during Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue here in the Ozarks and benefited All Kids Bike. They were also selling raffle tickets for the bike giveaway. Well, Saturday, March 11th is the day that they are going to draw a name
really quick
and do the bike giveaway.
You can still enter to win, or you can go buy your tickets now.
Yeah, you can still buy raffle tickets, and you can buy them online. You don't have to be in person to win.
So really cool. When we did the Legacy ride, Rusty and his son came and rode with us. Love them boys to death. They're as ornery as we are. We had a blast, and their bikes that they build, man, they're about hot rodding is what it is. You know, it just reminded me, we got to talking about it. Remind me of old school when we did a lot of dirt track. I mean, everybody's into what's going to make that thing sound better, run better, and of course look. But they really have some hot bikes. They sounded amazing behind me. We kind of led and did the guided ride. Man, you could hear them. I was wanting to ride one and cut loose on one. So, like I was saying, all these people coming together and doing something really cool down there in Daytona. It's a great chance if you guys are out and about, yell at us. We'd love to introduce you to anybody that we are hanging out with at the time. A lot of people are busy, I know, and with that schedule that you can see that we have there, maybe you can work your way into coming and see us. We'd love to see you, give you a hug and give you a sticker.
Yeah, of course.
Buy me a beer.
A lot of things that we're going to be doing throughout the week is going to be at Destination Daytona, but that's where all the happenings is happening.
All the happenings
All
are
the
happening.
happenings are happening.
Well,
I love my vocabulary
something
today.
pretty
I
cool.
don't know what's happening, but all my words are just like amazing.
Pretty spectacular there, young lady. Boot Hill.
Yes, Boot Hill's doing a big celebration this year
It's their
because of its
anniversary.
anniversary. So, of course, there's no doubt about it. There's going to be some nights throughout the week that we will be on Main Street and,
Absolutely, we'll be
enjoying that
we'll
part
be hanging
of-
out down there. Always park the bike, get you an Uber or Lyft or a cab, whatever you can
Yeah,
find.
there's no
to be
excuses
safe.
because they have several
That's right.
options. So
Park
there's
that
no
bike,
excuse.
get you a ride, and come down there. Okay, well, I'm just biting at the bullet. We got to get Kyle on here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that. So
Yeah.
you guys probably already saw from the post that we made, we do have Kyle with Nelson Rigg on our live feed tonight, and he's our
That's
special
right.
guest. So let me click a few buttons here and get him onto our screen.
Poof.
What's going on, guys?
Got
There.
him. There he is. Okay, man. So this is really neat, guys. Before we go live, we always connect with each other and make sure everything's worked out. And hell, we got on here about 6:30, and me and Kyle got to talking, and he actually walked around and showed his great little place out there. It's amazing. And then the kids came over and said hi. And then on top of it, guys, this guy rides these shit out of bikes. He's been known and doing a lot in the industry from some time back. So we can get into more of that or whatever we want, but it really means a lot to me. You know, you got the kids and you got the motorcycles, and that sounds like home to me, man. Thanks for coming on tonight, everybody. Meet Kyle.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for having us. We really appreciate it. Yeah, motorcycling, man. It's not just what we do on the weekend here in our family. It's just a lifetime thing. My great grandfather rode in World War One. My grandfather rode in the Korean War. And then he came back from the Korean War and became a CHP officer for Utah Highway Patrol.
Wow.
So he was a motor cop for Highway Patrol, I should say.
No shit.
So yeah, we've been doing it for a long time, and we take the kids, and the kids go riding with us all the time as well. So it's a lot of fun. We actually got pulled over, and the sheriffs came and talked to us about a month ago because we were riding 3 up on the bike, delivering the kids to school, and they were like that right now.
Man.
Different strokes for different folks.
So, years ago, we lived right in, Steph and I got together, she lived right in town. I kind of moved in with her, and then we merged all of our kids. And if everybody knows us and been following us, the reason why the Ornery One got started is because of Kindred, our boy. So, he Nitro Circus, dirt bike. I got a dirt bike, he got one, and he wanted a chopper, built him one, and built me one. And just old ratty things. But in the neighborhood, we get our bikes going, and he was probably 6, right around in there. That little chopper of mine, we buzzed around a couple of times around our block and parked it. And no more than 15, 20 minutes, a cop went by and checking it out. And then later, we read in the paper, because it tells you all the phone calls that came in.
It's like the police report, like people
And
call in.
someone called on us because there was, some guy and a child riding around on bikes, I guess, was disturbing the peace. So it's just, the motorcycle thing is such a family-oriented thing for us, and I know it is for you, and it means a lot. And with the riding that you've done and are doing, man, so Kyle rides adventure bikes. You've rode for all your life. Is it mainly been adventure bikes?
No, actually, the adventure thing didn't kick in until 2008 when I bought a BMW R1200 GS Adventure. Prior to that, it was Metric Cruiser, Harley Davidson. We had some sport touring machines, and of course, I turned 20-something and had to go as fast as you could possibly go. So I bought a ZX10R and hit my over 200 miles an hour mark, and that was exciting. But ended up getting that bike taken away by the local police.
Oh,
So
trouble.
anyway, all kinds of fun stuff. But no, I enjoy all genres of motorcycling. We've got 5 different brands in the garage at the moment. Nothing cruiser oriented at the moment, just because the wife and I can't get out. And that's the thing. We rode 2 up when we did that. But when I ride solo, I like to see a dirt road and I like to go see where it goes. And the cruiser motorcycles or the V twins don't typically lend themselves to that. But now you got the Pan America.
Yeah, so I mean that's one thing that I've been looking at. You know, I've not done a whole lot of off road on a bike. I really haven't. I had some old dirt bikes and stuff, but really to get out there and adventure, it's kind of perking my ears a little bit because we have so much amazing riding here in the Ozarks that we can do.
Right.
So we were talking to Pig Trail, maybe do a little bit of that this year, get a couple of their bikes and see if they can't loan them to us or somehow, and get out and ride. With saying that, Kyle, with all the different bikes, we're talking about, of course, luggage and bags and saddlebags and all this stuff. Does Nelson provide bags for everything?
And that's the cool part about Nelson Rigg is it's a 41-year-old company. We've been doing luggage, covers, and rainwear for 41 years here in the USA. Prior to that, it was back in Europe before the family kind of immigrated this direction. But yeah, so for 41 years, we've got sport bike applications, V-twin applications, touring applications. About 8 years ago, we launched Rig Gear, which is the dirt brand, or side of the brand, I should say. So we've got textile luggage for dirt bikes and enduro bikes, and then a couple years ago we launched the more adventure segment with the Hurricane line of gear. So yeah, if you have a 2-wheeled, 3-wheeled, or 4-wheeled vehicle, we have covers, luggage, and rainwear that fit the full gamut.
And you are constantly coming out with something new and working on
this
some
year
new.
we had 4 new pieces that we launched. Year prior to that, we had 9 pieces that we launched, and prior to that, we did the whole Route 1 line, which is the V-twin cruiser set of luggage, and I want to say there was 8 or 9 pieces in that collection as well. So yeah, I mean, there's so much gear out there. We have a solution for your tank. We have a solution for the tail. We've got saddlebag solutions. We've got, I mean, if there's a spot on the bike that we can put a piece of luggage, we pretty much have a solution for it.
Okay, so we go out there and we hear this, and we've got a bike, and we purchase one of your luggage or bags or whatever. So when we get this, what kind of warranty do we look at? What do we got with that?
Yeah, so all of our luggage has a lifetime warranty.
Okay.
That's lifetime free from workmanship or manufacturer defects or whatever the case is.
Yep.
There have been instances where people have crashed on our luggage and completely just ripped the side open. It's not covered by a warranty.
Yeah.
But our customer service team is awesome. Like, give us a call, and we'll be like, all right, obviously you went down the highway at like 90 miles an hour and you slid for a mile, and that's not really a manufacturer defect, but here's a deal we can offer you. We usually offer 50% off whatever their purchase is that they want to do to replace that bag with. So if it's a warranty thing, which we're really liberal on, there's not much that we're not going to take care of.
Yeah.
And if it's just not justifiable, then we'll give you 50% off your next piece of gear. So, I mean, whether it's our fault or your fault, you're going to get taken care of.
Well, and man, that's the deal, with everything that we've been doing, Steph and I learning that sometimes problems do happen, and then things happen, and well, shit happens. It's how people will take care of the problem. I really harp, and I talk about this a lot because we want to save money, and I totally understand, and I'm the same way. I learned a lesson. I learned one this week. I went a little cheap, and I regretted it on some stuff. Sometimes what I want to do is show people, if you go ahead and invest a little time, invest a little bit of money, and get a product that will, you have that customer service and warranty, and not, I say this a lot, is like that Amazon piece that you get in. This is not that. Yeah, I know. This is not that, and I just hate to see people, and then we've done it too. You get that product, you put it on your bike, you get down whatever many miles away from home, and then you start having trouble, and that really puts a dampener. It's a bummer.
Yeah, we were at a trade show this last week, and we saw our exact tail bag knocked off by some other overseas manufacturer. And we're like looking at it, and like the zipper on the inside's the same, and the mesh panel was the same, and it was
Yeah.
$29 for this piece.
Whoa!
And it was like, it's like, man, that's crazy. But there's no warranty. There's no warranty. There's no nothing. When all of your valuables fall off your motorcycle because of somebody didn't stitch something right or whatever the case is, it's pretty incredible. So, no, and like again, we've been doing this for 40 years. We're working with the same factories, the same people making the gear for us, and they're really good. Like the quality, and I want to circle back to what you had just mentioned about that value price point. There's a difference between a valued price point piece of gear and a cheap piece of gear. The value price point piece of gear is really well made. I mean, we wouldn't be able to offer a lifetime warranty if our stuff wasn't good, right? Because we just go broke giving things out to people. But
Yeah.
The amount of calls that we get on a weekly basis is so small that it's great. People are out there using our stuff, and if you take a look at our reviews and
Yep.
what people are saying about the gear, people are using it and they're abusing it, and it's working for them, and it's helping them have the best ride possible. And that's really what it's all about, right? It's not about how much money can we put in the bank. We need to make a living.
Yes.
And we want you to be able to afford it, and we want you to have the best ride possible. And so putting all those pieces together is what Nelson Rigg has been doing for 41 years, and it's worked.
So, and with saying that, guys, like everybody watching, I'm learning that when we talk about products and gear, everything that has to do with our motorcycle, I feel like you want to go to a specialist. When we go to the doctor and we have a heart problem, what do? They send you to a specialist. So you guys specialize into this. And then you guys know that we have sponsors that you can see scrolling through the screen down there. That's what they specialize in, and that's what they do. And that's where we're finding it so important to find those people that do what they do. That's where I feel like it all comes together. That's why I love the aftermarket world. We talk about, the big brands out there, like Harley Davidson. They have their line of stuff, and then you got your aftermarket stuff. It's the industry, and then we talk about this too. Well, the culture is using the industry, and the industry is using the culture. And we've somewhere in there, there's amazing product out there, but there's some shit product out there, and I hate seeing people getting taken. Because they come talk to us. We'll be out this next week down there, and people will be coming up and like, damn it, we talk about stuff. It goes into an hour conversation, and and we have ran some products that they let me down. And it's so important to us too, as we bring you guys on to our live stream, and to show that and getting to know that you ride, Kyle. Like, you get out there and you run these bikes. You're not sitting in the office and just working. This is a passion.
So it's a passion, right? So I ride to work every day, and have been since I got my motorcycle license at 15 years old. I only take 4 wheels if I need to put a bike in the back of it, or whatever I'm carrying doesn't fit, and that's few and far between. I mean, I'll strap some crazy Vance and Hines long shots that I'm taking to a dude on a dyno on the back of the Gold Wing, sticking 6 feet in the air.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty nuts.
I know.
But no, it's one of those things, right? It's helping riders help riders, and we've been doing that forever. And when it comes back to the Nelson Rigg product line, like, we make changes based upon things that you guys say. Like, you might go out on the road this year, TJ, and you might be like, hey, you know what? This buckle over here, if it was over here, it'd be a lot better, because when I wrap this around, this is what happens. We take all of that into consideration. The feedback that we get online from customers who, when they register the product for warranty registration, they'll come back and be like, hey, look, I use this and this happened. I mean, it's really amazing how closely we get to work with our factories that we've been working with for a really long time. We'll send something over, we'll get a sample back within, a really short period of time.
That's great.
Days.
Yeah.
And then we'll be able to test that again, and then we'll say we can send that out and have that inspected by whoever made the suggestion on a change, and And if it's something that's viable and it works, then we put it into a running change. And then eventually down the line, a product, of course, gets to the end of its life cycle and we want to start something new and we create something completely fresh. And of course, each of those go through all of their iterations before we make the final product and then release it, like we just did here a month ago with the new 2023 stuff. It's a really cool process.
It is. With everybody that we work with, we talk about this a lot, and getting to watch everybody get hands-on. And there again, we're talking about you guys are hands-on with your product. You're talking with us. You're out there in the community doing things. Like we'll see you down there at Bike Week this week.
That's going to be awesome.
I know, man. I'm looking forward to it, and something that we're going to get to do together. We got some plans, y'all. Everybody that's watching, I want you to listen up and watch our posts because we've got some cool stuff that we're going to be doing with Nelson Rigg. Kyle and I were talking about it today. We're going to be able to provide you all with a little bit of a savings if you buy through the Ornery One. We're going to be doing a little bit of something cool this month as well. Kyle, you and I were talking about this and kind of fine-tuning it. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's pretty awesome. So we have people that we collaborate with, similar to you, who are out there. That's one of the things. We like people that are out there using gear. We talked about a friend of both of ours earlier today, Mr. Flipnaw.
Flip! Love it.
I'll never forget. Sorry. Every time.
How do you know Flip?
So, well, we met him a couple years ago, but year before last, we did a big ride together with some other people, and of course, came through the Ozarks, our home, Northwest Arkansas and stuff, and that's the first time he'd ever been here.
So
I'll never forget his first comment after riding the pig trail was, "What in the world do you guys have against guardrails?" Because none of our, we have lots of curves and winds and, stuff like that. And a lot of them don't even have a shoulder or even guardrails. Anyway, so
it was his first time to really
up to the end.
Yeah.
It was the first time he really got out there, and he said, really ride across the country. So he was really getting experience. We rode a lot of miles.
Yeah.
We did really hard days and heat, and he got to experience, and I got to experience him experiencing it. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, me and him just got along like peanut butter and jelly. I mean, we just.
And I know his name is Flip NA because NA being not applicable, there's actually not a last name. So it's like Flip Naw. And so now every time I think of his name and no guardrails, I just think of Flip Naw.
Yeah,
as he goes off the corner or something.
So, just a great person right there.
He's fun.
So Kyle, what did y'all do with Flip?
So with Flip, he wanted to do a phone mount comparison. He talked about a couple different phone mounts that he wanted.
Yeah.
And he contacted us. He's like, "Hey, I want to do a video about your phone case and what can you tell me?" He wanted to learn about it, right? I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." If a big e-commerce contacts me and wants some stuff, they don't usually ask me for what are the details that I need to talk about this particular piece. So it's cool. Again, it's that personal situation that you talked about earlier today. And I was like, "Oh, this is our super cool phone mount. Yeah. It's magnetic. It changes angles. You could flip it. He's like, "Oh, flip it, flip no."
I knew it.
So it's he learned about it, and then he did this little cell phone comparison or cell phone holder comparison on his channel, and then we gave him an extra one that he was able to give away at the end, and it's just a win-win, right? We get to get product information out there for you guys. He used the product, talked about how he used the product and how it benefited his ride when he was out there. And that's, again, riders helping riders or manufacturers helping riders or whatever you want to say. We're all out there doing the thing, and we've learned what works and being able to disseminate that information down so the next guy doesn't have to learn from the trial and error that we had to learn from.
I know.
There was some school of hard knocks back in the day, I got to tell you.
Yeah, I took a couple wrong turns and learning, and it's so important for, like you said, you were talking about, it breaks down to this in my head. I've been thinking about this a lot, the culture in the industry and everybody working together. And you can really see that if you are paying attention. and you know how people get along with the manufacturer or the company. Some people you can't get a hold of. For one, I'll be honest with you, I love Arai helmets. I do. We ran one. Actually, guys, just to let y'all know, we did get a new helmet in today. We're going to be talking about that. Steph and I are going to be running. But we've reached out to them. We've wore the crap out of our Arai helmets to where they're just breaking down. And we just could not get a conversation going with them at all. Because we had some nosy questions, wondering about this and that. There was no conversation to be had, and it just sucked. So, like you were saying, when we have a conversation with a manufacturer, something that we're buying, it feels good, you know? And as corny it is, it's just a little love, you know?
Right.
A little love. So, you leave out in the morning for Daytona.
Yep, 9 o'clock on the airplane.
Dang. And you'll get there at what time?
7 o'clock at night.
Right
Almost
on.
8 o'clock.
Right on. So you'll be switching, what, 3, 4, all the time zones.
Yeah.
We call it the value price point, right? I mean, the direct flight was like $2,500. The stop twice was like $500. So, you know, it's...
Oh, boy, I tell you what, man. I guess what I was just thinking is about where you'll be and then where we'll be setting tomorrow evening. And then, of course, I did want to mention this when we get down there and start hanging out. You guys are going to be in 2 different locations. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. So we've always been at the rally truck. So the J&P rally truck or rally trailer, whatever you want to call it, it's going to be at the racetrack. Yeah. That's where I'm going to spend the majority of my time at the rally. And then Deb, she's a tall blonde.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to be in the T.W.R. At Destination Daytona. So 2 different locations. All of our gear is going to be on display. And both of us are there just to answer any questions that you have. And that's, again, we like to listen to what type of riding you're doing. What type of bike are you riding? Do you have a luggage rack? Do you have just a back seat? Yeah. Do you have a tour pack? We have solutions for everything. So we just want to learn, how are you currently riding? What is your situation? What are you looking to carry with you? What and how much of a footprint are you looking to take up, right? Because some people just want the minimalist. Some people want to take the kitchen sink, and there's a whole scenario of everyone wants it different, and that's why we've got so many different pieces. Yeah,
and so being down there, we're gonna come and hang out with you guys. We're gonna be doing, I believe we'll just do a giveaway. Is that correct, Kyle?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We were kind of talking about it earlier. We're gonna, this is, I guess, our first endeavor together, and we're letting everybody know that we're teamed up now and working at it, and we're gonna be able to show all of our followers how everything is going to work out for you as well. And that's what we're kind of saying. We'll get into the details. I think we'll make a post and share it and let everybody know how we're going to do that. But you're going to have a good chance. I believe we'll go ahead and give the bag that we actually received from you guys away.
That is correct, yeah. So we're sponsoring you with this particular bag this year. You guys wanted to carry as much stuff with you as you could on the top of your tour pack, and this is a great way to do that. Now, this bag is unique in the fact that it's made with our proprietary Ultramax material. Ultramax material, okay, let's step back a second. Have you guys ever seen a purple bag of that material out there in the marketplace?
You bet.
Just about all of them, except for the ones that turn gray.
That is no shit, man. I see it all the time. And I'm not trying to talk, but we've all seen the amazing road glide or street glide or running down the road, and they've got that brand on the back, and that bike is gorgeous, but that bag is pretty shabby looking.
That's incredible. So we actually did a lot of work and a lot of testing, and we created the Ultramax fabric. Now, the fabric that's on that bag that's Ultramax, we not only use it for our V-twin cruiser touring luggage, we also use it for our dual sport adventure luggage, and we also use it for our Defender Extreme motorcycle covers.
Yep.
So again, covers, right? You put a cover on your bike, it sits outside for a year, and it just turns this ashy color. Your mirrors start popping through. Most motorcycle covers have a year or two warranty on them, period, because they can't get the material to last longer than that.
Yeah.
Our Ultramax material, if you buy a Defender Extreme cover, it's only $120 for the average cost for size range, and it's a lifetime warranty. If it fades, if it just deteriorates,
If it fades,
right, we take care of it. Yeah. So this is a fade resistant material. If that bag turns gray on you, send it back to me. I'll send you a new one. It's not going to happen.
If it fades in, you guys are going to give me a new bag.
Absolutely.
Well, you don't hear that from everybody, do you? I didn't know that. I was like, what the hell? Because
the fade resistance is part of our lifetime warranty on all of our stuff that's made with Ultramax.
No shit.
And the material itself is inherently a waterproof material.
Right.
But anywhere that you see a stitch,
Yep.
it's not waterproof anymore, right?
Right.
So we include a 100% waterproof rain cover that goes over the top.
Whew, you just touch a nerve there, man, because, it's the devil's in the details for us. And then you're out there running the road. We're wore out. And that's usually when the weather comes.
Right?
You know what I mean? And
Without
you're just
an overpass.
oh my God,
Yeah.
You're just like, Jesus. Okay, well, everything we have, we'll be on that bike. You guys know, if you follow us, we'll be on that bike for months at a time. Everything we have is in this bag. And if it gets wet, it turns into a hell of an ordeal. We're wet. I mean, we're either having to go hang stuff up, or we have to go find a place to do laundry, or find a hotel that's got laundry. And then it's just a pain in the ass. And I've had a bag before with rainfly that wouldn't stay on. And throughout that, what do? You just keep having to push through, and then everything you got soaked. So you got to deal with that. That was one of the main things, Kyle, when we talked. I asked you about the rainfly. I mean,
I wish I could pull up on my phone. I got a video that I did at the local Harley Davidson dealership where we mounted that bag up, and part of my job as brand manager and social media manager for Nelson Rigg and Rig Gear Adventure and Route One and all of our brands is teaching people about these finer details. So the rain cover that we have that goes over the bag that you have in your hand,
yes,
has a gusset or a garage that opens up. So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to throw the rain cover over the top of the entire bag itself. You're then going to disconnect your buckle, feed your buckle through the rain cover, and put it back again. It is impossible for you to lose that rain cover if it's installed correctly.
Okay, because that's the deal. What had happened to me, Kyle's running 3 or 4 lanes, running 80, 90 miles an hour, traffic pushing you. It's raining. Of course, they're right up on your ass. You know how it is. And then the rainfly, it takes off. Or Steph's back there trying to hold the thing on, getting worried.
Really quick, can I interject real quick? So I just saw Stephanie, she pulled that cover up. So the bag itself, all of the piping on the actual bag itself is reflective.
Oh, okay.
I did see that.
Yes.
Now, a problem with most rain covers is the fact that you're now going to cover up all of your reflective nature.
Right.
Our logo on this cover, I know people don't like logos, but this logo is reflective.
What?
That's really
So
handy.
when you put this rain cover over, yeah, it's going to have a logo on it, but that logo is going to reflect lights back at the cars that are behind you, and they're going to be able to see you when they can't even see your brake lights.
Yeah.
No shit. Man,
Yeah, that's one thing as
how
far
the hell
as-
do y'all print that on there?
I know.
You can't even tell what's on there. Like some of them that we've felt.
Very cool. Yeah, I was noticing the piping on there was like.
So the piping is blacked out. So it's almost like the blacked out taillight lenses you might have on a car.
Yes.
It doesn't look white. It's not stark and it doesn't stick out. It doesn't make your bag look silly during the daytime.
Right.
But when light hits that directly, it shines directly back at the source that shined on it, and it's super reflective. It's
cool.
It's
I noticed that whenever I got it out, and I didn't know all these details. We started looking around. I
love the look,
Find
actually.
the corner of that cover if you would.
Say what?
The corner?
Yep.
Find a corner of that cover. You'll see this little garage door, if you will, that opens up.
Okay.
So it's hook and loop all the way down the side. So you can pull it open, and then you can slip your strap through there and make your buckle, and then affix it back, and you're dialed.
And then that goes over. Yeah, exactly, man. I see exactly what y'all done. This is what you were telling me about. And of course, when you were telling me, I was trying to envision what exactly we're talking about. Now I see it. There's no doubt that'll
That is
work.
so cool.
Yeah, and it's simple as hell. It makes sense.
It works.
It works. Yeah, man. Yeah, it feels
So,
good too.
I just got to say, I hadn't looked at this yet until you just now opened this.
Yep.
This is so much deeper than I thought.
Oh, I know. But and then you
Yeah,
can
it expands.
This is the
expands
cool
too.
thing, right? So this actually fits 2 full face helmets in its closed position.
Okay, that's cool.
So now this is a cool feature, right? You hit that zipper,
Yep.
go all the way around the bag. You get another 4 inches of expansion.
Yep.
So typically, what we have found is you're able to put your 2 helmets in there and toss a jacket up on top and still close it. Now there's more. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
So if you take a look at the zippers itself on the top of the bag,
Yep.
they are luggage lock acceptable.
Yes.
Oh,
There's
cool.
2 little barrels right there, so you put the 2 zippers together.
Yep.
You can throw a luggage lock. Now, a luggage lock is only as good as the local, bobby pin that you can stuck up in there in order to get it open, right? But it's again keeping the honest people honest. You don't want somebody walking by and opening your zipper. You have a little lock through there. No one's they're just gonna walk right past the next motorcycle.
Well, yeah, that's exactly it, man. I mean, we 5 years ago we went live on YouTube. We had our bike stolen in Daytona, the whole bike. We lost a lot of stuff, but like you said, if we need to be smart, we need to take all the precautions we can. But at the end of the day, just make sure you have really good insurance, which we've talked about that, guys. If you've been following us, we learned the hard way. Just like we're talking now, Kyle, we took some wrong turns and we're trying to show everybody what we did to make that right. So we try to make that negative a positive, and showing everybody about insurance and things to help you out, because things do happen. As small as detail, if something did happen to your bike, a lot of insurance does not have rental car. So ours,
Not for motorcycle insurance.
no, we couldn't get a car.
So crazy because
Yeah.
if my motorcycle's stolen, just like my car would be stolen, I still need a car.
Car to get home. They didn't think so we did. But
So here's another suggestion, or not suggestion, but a little chime in on that one. We needed a rental car because ours pooped the bed a couple months ago. The rental car coverage from the insurance was $21 per day. So we found out that if we were able, when we signed up for the actual premium, right, the actual policy,
yeah,
if we were to pay an extra $2 a month, it bumped it up to $100 a day. So you can ask your insurance agent, right, to figure out what works best for you. Who can rent a car for $21 a day?
I know.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I know.
But if you're paying an extra $2 a month on your insurance, then what is that?
Exactly.
It's pennies.
Yeah.
Pennies.
Yeah.
Then you can increase that to an amount that's actually going to work for you.
That's one of the things that we've learned through motorcycle insurance and our experiences is like actually get an agent and sit down and talk with them instead of like we were just, we Googled, motorcycle insurance and I was like, oh, look, that's cheap.
Well, thanks,
And that's
Geico.
what we did. And of course, that's not always the best case, but that's the same thing as far as like anything that we've found. You find something online and it's not necessarily, the quality's not there and it may be cheaper, but
yes,
doesn't always work out in the long run.
And then here we go, we touch base again. That's why we get people that do their job. We get specialists.
Yeah.
And that brings us right here, Nelson Rigg. And man, we'll be throwing this on the bike in the morning. Right now, we've got all of our clothes laid out. If you guys haven't packed for a long trip and you're thinking about it, we probably need to put a video together to show how we do it. We use compression bags. So we put all of our stuff in it and compress those bags down in here. This is going to give us a whole lot of space right here. This is what we need. Of course, we've got that TWR pack on there as well in our saddle bags. But, which most people, that's plenty. With us, we do have like a laptop, iPad, we have camera gear and tripods, the whole thing. So we're taking a lot of room, and a drone 50% of the time. So this really allows us to get away with putting all our clothes in here.
Can I make one suggestion?
Yes.
That beautiful rain cover that's inside that bag, well, a lot of people don't use the rain cover very often.
Yeah.
So they pack it towards the bottom, kind of, out of the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But when you need it, you need it. My recommendation is that outside pocket there on the side.
Yep.
Stuff that rain cover in the side pocket. That way when you need it, you don't have to open your bag and dig to the bottom Well, 10 gallons of rain comes in the top
Right.
and fills up your bag.
That's a great point.
How many times have we done that? Or this is it, man. I think I'm kind of lazy too. Or I think I'm going to outrun the rain. Or I'm just like, oh, it's just going to be a little pop up. We're going to be fine. And, you know,
Yeah.
10 minutes into it, I'm like, damn it, we got to find a place. And then we're already soaked.
Yes,
yeah.
I gotta chime in. You do that a lot.
I'm bad, man. I get on that bike and I just don't want to stop. And I mean, honestly, how we ride, we pull into a gas station and she has a bottle of water for us. And we have something to snack on there. We don't even go in unless we have to pee. And we just gas up and we're gone again. We just love to ride. We just absolutely, and it's something that gets into you too. You know, you just want to keep just crushing mile after mile after mile, chasing the sun. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, riding into the sun as it going down. You know, all that. I love it so very much.
Been a few months.
Yeah, I just can't. My words aren't coming out. I'm so excited. I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to have to take like extra sleeping medicine to sleep tonight. I mean, but Kyle, I'm really excited about this year and what we're going to get to do together. I hope all you guys are watching will just, you know, right now would be a good time to go check out Nelson Rigg. You guys have your YouTube and all the social media platforms that you guys can go check out. Kyle, like if they see us talking tonight and they're like, we want to talk to Kyle, can they like email you or get a hold of you directly in some way?
100%. Yeah. So Kyle at nelsonrigg.com. It's pretty simple. KYLE at nelsonrigg.com, and I'm there for you.
See, man, here we are again. Not a lot of places and a lot of companies can you do that with right there. And then you guys know, if you're watching, you have any questions for me, I will tell you everything that I know. We're going to learn together. I know these bags. I've seen them for years. I'm looking at one over that pig trail the other day. We're analyzing it, checking it out. So I guess it looks like, Kyle, we'll be hanging out Wednesday, what we're shooting on.
We will be, for sure.
Yep.
So do you mind if I speak to the giveaway just for a second?
Yeah.
That's exactly where I was heading.
All right. So the giveaway, we're actually going to give away a Traveler, which is the same piece that these guys are using right here. Unless that doesn't work for you.
Okay.
If that does not work for them, we will work it out.
Okay.
We'll get them whatever they need.
Hell yeah.
Now, part of this is not only helping you, but helping to grow our YouTube channel as well. So we're a brand, right? We put out a handful of new product videos a year, and then some tutorials or whatever the case is. It's not what we do for a living. We make luggage covers and rainwear for a living. So trying to grow that channel, partnerships like this are very helpful.
Yes.
Flipknot earlier, right? So we gave him that extra cell phone case to give away, which is basically what we're doing here on a much larger level. That Traveler tour trunk is not an inexpensive piece, and we want to be able to help out. So how you participate in this particular giveaway is you're going to come to the Nelson Rigg YouTube channel. You're going to subscribe, of course, and then leave a comment on 3 different videos. So just open a video up and leave a comment saying, hey, the Ornery One sent me.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a dialogue, you and I, whoever that person is. 3 videos, leave a comment, the Ornery One sent me, and I will tabulate all of those. And at the end of the rally, I'm going to give the Ornery One a list of all the people who have done that. And that's going to be the list of people that he's going to take a look at and do his draw, however you do it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you a list of people, that's all.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. And I know that right now we have some ornery asses on here. Some people that are watching that we've already been talking about bags. And this will be a great opportunity for y'all. I know y'all will. Y'all do that tonight. Let's just get y'all entered to do that, because I want to see one of you guys get these bags. I know there's a couple of you out there that just bought brand new road glides this last 2 weeks.
New road glides that need a luggage bag. But also someone was just talking about how they bought a tour pack for their street glide, so now they need a bag. Yeah.
I mean, so here's a great opportunity. And then above that too, we're going to be doing a code We'll be talking about that as well, so we can save some of you guys that are watching. Maybe you've seen this video 3 or 4 months from now, and you see this. You guys still check with us, and we'll have an Ornery One code that you can use to save you a little bit of money and help us out as well as Nelson Rigg. Kyle,
You know what? Did you want to talk about that right now?
yeah, we can do that. Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. So for the entire year of 2023, we're partnering with the Ornery One, and we're giving all of their followers or subscribers or fans or whichever platform calls it, right?
Yep.
20% off.
20%
Right?
off.
So Ornery and 20.
Right on.
Ornery 20 is going to be your code. Actually, no, we didn't do the Ornery. We didn't do the 20. We just did the Ornery.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. But for this month, for Daytona Bike Week specifically, we are giving a bigger discount than we typically give to anyone.
Okay, let's see here. Hang on, I'm going to do something here when you say this. I'm going to record you, and then I'm going to throw this, what you're saying, up on our story. Okay, let's do something a little weird here. Okay, Kyle, tell us what's going on with the Ornery One and Nelson Rigg this month.
Yes, sir. So we have partnered together this month specifically for Daytona Bike Week, and we're giving away a Traveler Tour trunk to one of their followers. Take a look at the description down below, and you'll be able to find all that information. But just for the inauguration of this partnership, we're offering a 30% discount to the Ornery One for the month of March. So make sure you get your orders in now. Take a look at the description down below, and you'll be able to find out all of the pertinent information.
How cool is that? Y'all need to do it right now because this is your month to be doing it. Oh, man, I'm so excited. This really kicks off this year, heading down to Daytona for Daytona Bike Week. Man, it's going to be a good one.
I'm excited.
Yeah. All right.
All
So,
right, so I'm putting the description in the comments. So for this month only, 30% off. The code is Ornery30.
Ornery 30.
And then for the entire year of 2023, the code for 20% off is Ornery20.
I think it's just Ornery, isn't it?
Just
Ornery.
Ornery.
I don't think we put a number on the end of it.
no,
Okay.
because we were talking about doing the 30 to put that. You guys can tell we've been talking today a little bit. But, yeah, it's just Ornery for this year. That's what
Okay,
we're saying.
perfect. And then I did list the YouTube video link or the YouTube channel link in the description
Yep.
also, and then I'll put it in the video description also in the comments.
That's
So
right.
subscribe to the channel, leave comments on 3 videos, and you will be entered to win.
That's right, guys. And if you guys have one of many of their bags or apparel or anything that Nelson has, you guys post it. Send it to them. They love to see the pictures. I like seeing the pictures of our stickers and everything that we have out on the road. They'd love to see it in action. Look there, we got one. Look at that.
Want to say hello, Harper? Say hi.
Hi. Man, I tell you what. So, Kyle, you have 3, correct?
3 little munchkins, yes.
3.
8, 5, and 3.
Ain't that something? This is, and you already got them on the bike like you were mentioning earlier, and it's good to see that. You know, a lot of us are talking about how do we, get the younger, community
Generation
involved. I mean, this is how we do it right here. This
Hey,
is
Harp,
it.
Do you have a motorcycle? What's it called? A Stay Stick? A Stay Stick 12-inch?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's an electric little motorcycle that has 12-inch wheels, and
Yep.
she rips on this thing. It's super awesome. I will. I'll be done in just a minute, okay?
Yeah.
So cute.
Well, I see them a lot, man. Those are really cool.
Yeah, so Baron's got a little KTM 16-inch, and then she's got the 12-inch, and
No
it was
shit.
funny. Our littlest one just turned 3, but about 4 months before her 3rd birthday, she was on the 12-inch doing little wheelies at the park. It was phenomenal.
I'm telling you, man. I need to see that too. We talked with Ryan with All Kids Bike last.
I'll send you a link to that one. You'll love it. You can put it in the link in the description.
Absolutely.
Very
It's
cool.
so much fun seeing this. And when we get down to Daytona, we get out and around. We see a lot of the younger generation out. And we're always talking to them. We get the biggest kick out on them. Last year we made little temporary tattoos for them to put on. It's just, we have so much fun with it. I know I can't wait to the kids get their own bikes so we can start touring around a little bit. Life is busy, and you know it's expensive to do everything. And I'm proud tonight that we're able to, you know, save some money for you guys that are watching. Kyle, we're really looking forward to this year, and man, I appreciate you so much for coming on tonight. You got any questions that anybody's got?
I do. I have a couple of questions before we let you go.
Okay.
Is the schedule for Nelson Rigg on y'all's website, or someone had asked if you're going to be at Panama City Beach?
I don't know that we're going to be at Panama City.
Okay.
I'll have to check the schedule. So we do two different things. Number one, we travel around with the JMP truck. We can't go to every single event that they go to, but we're at a lot of them.
Yep.
Right.
Panama City is not one that I think that we're on the schedule to attend.
Okay.
But the truck, I believe, is going to be there.
Okay. Perfect.
So within the JMP truck, wherever the JMP truck goes, we have a complete little island, if you will, of all of the Nelson Rigg.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's cool.
The other question is, on Nelson Rigg's website, are viewers able to go in there and select the type of bike that they have and see what luggages fit their bike? Someone had asked if there was a luggage for their particular bike, which was a Kawasaki Vulcan, I think, or something like that.
It is. So pretty cool. We created the road trip saddlebags by Route One, right? For the Softails and the Dynas, right?
Okay.
So a sleek motorcycle that doesn't really have good-looking luggage for it off the shelf.
No.
We created a really cool set of bags that fit amazingly on the back of that bike, called the Road Trip Saddlebags, and we actually
love it.
Perfectly fit them on a Kawasaki Vulcan, on the BMW R9T, and the Honda Shadow. So yes, we absolutely have a solution for the Vulcanettes.
Oh man, you said Honda Shadow. You know, I had that little 600 that I ran around, and I ratted it out. It's got that little mono shock, and it looks chopperish.
Cool. Yep.
I did nothing to that thing but just ride the piss out of it, and then sold it for $500.
My third street motorcycle was a 1998 Shadow Spirit, or it's actually a VT1100C that then became the Spirit. But one of the first Harley chopper looking Hondas that, of course, Honda got sued for, but they Harley lost that one. So,
you know, like I said, you know, that little Shadow is still one of my favorite bikes, just because I didn't do nothing but ride it. Absolutely beat it to death. You got any more questions, Mama? Before we get to renting a little bit. Okay, well, you know, Kyle, I hope you have a good flight tomorrow, and we'll be down there sometime Saturday, and we'll be hanging out. Like we were mentioning earlier, you guys, if you're watching, you have any questions, reach out to them. They're there for you. We're here for you too. If you got any questions for us, you can just follow along with us and see everything plays out and get your chance to win one of these amazing bags. It's going to be fun.
I know.
We're going to have a good week, and we're going to kick off this year with a big bang.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Really appreciate it. People like you is what makes this whole thing fun.
Man, thank God. There's no need to be around somebody that brings you down. You have done nothing but been a delight. Thank you so much, Kyle, for coming on tonight. And then we'll see you in a couple days.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, guys. Take care.
See you, man.
See ya.
I love it. Damn, we learned some stuff, you know, right there. And all kinds of knowledge coming to that dude. Tell me he don't know his gear. Does a lot of riding. He's got a great channel. If you don't know, you can go check him out. The dude rides.
Yeah, drop the link in the comments there for Nelson Rigg's YouTube channel. So by entering, or if you would like to enter for the Traveler, I have to remember this whole name, Traveler Tour Trunk Rack Bag. I'll get it down here in a minute. So the Traveler bag is basically what they call it. You can enter by commenting on 3 different videos on the Nelson Rigg YouTube channel. And of course, subscribe to their channel. They're on all social media also. So while you're at it, jump over to their pages and like their page. And then, yeah, we're going to get the list.
It'll be fun.
And narrow that down.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It just feels good. It's a right fit. Also, I want to tell you guys, we got a big year. So if you're into some cool shit on motorcycles, doing with all the events that we're going to be going to, just hang with us and watch it all play out. Steph and I are going to be riding with new helmets. I'll be putting incentives on them here after we get off here for in the morning. We'll be talking about those. I did put my phone mount on and got it rigged out today with the T.W.R. I think that's going to be pretty badass. Actually shocked me. It really is cool. I'll be showing you guys this as well. I think it's going to be a big advantage for us.
Yeah, for you.
So, for me, yeah, and it means a lot for me.
Yeah, it does. There's a lot of content you guys know by seeing the content on the stories and even some on the YouTube videos. It comes from his phone mount, his phone right there, that viewpoint. So yeah, this is going to be a game changer for you, and I'm excited to see the content you get out of it.
I've been struggling last year, and I'm ready to be on the road. The big bore sitting outside. We got some little different decals on it. It's rigged up and ready to go. We just got to get our gear in our Nelson Rigg, get it strapped on, and take off in the morning.
This lighting, I think, it makes me look like I have red hair.
Well,
looks like I have like maroon.
Yeah, a little strawberry.
Red hair.
Yeah, a little redhead now. Well, you know. Shake me down, shake me down.
All right, guys. So I will update the hangout schedule. Yeah, for Daytona, and update that. So Wednesday we're gonna be hanging out with Kyle, Nelson Rigg, and I'll put all that details in there, as well as I'll be making a post to remind you guys of the different codes if you guys want to check out their luggage. I know some of y'all are looking for luggage right now. This month, 30% off with the code Ornery30, and then for the rest of the year, you can do 20% off, and that is the code Ornery. And yeah,
how fun is that?
I know, I'm excited.
I am too.
And a lot of you guys are going to be in Daytona. I'm excited to see you all. There's lots of opportunities for us to hang out. Let's hang out.
That's right. Let's enjoy each other. Whoo, man. All right. We got to go pack.
I know, we got to go pack.
I got to get those settings on those new helmets.
We got to get some sleep.
I got to take a shower.
We got to get some sleep.
I got to eat. I'm hungry.
All right, guys. We will see y'all in Daytona. And like always...
yes, you threw me off my ending, man.
Because you always say it. Tonight I beat you.
I kind of like mine better.
Okay, do it.
Thanks for tuning in and chiming in. Until we see you somewhere on the road, you can stay with us on our social media platforms. Well, didn't do good at that one. Let's try it one more time. Thanks for tuning in and chiming in. And like always, y'all stay ornery. I just tried to put the social media thing in there, but it didn't flow.
Bye.
Well,